So now we're recording.
Ooh.
Okay,
right.
so
I'm sick. I'm just gonna throw that out there. And I also, as you can see, just came from work.
I'm trashed.
I
Out
caught.
of my fucking mind.
I'm not too far behind him.
He's
All right,
fine.
And I caught a case of Furbies. Yeah, they bite. So the ointment should remove them in 2 to 3 weeks, the doctor said. But okay, stop making a Furby bite.
You just can't apply it after midnight.
Yeah, you can't apply it after midnight, and it burns. I'm not gonna lie, it burns. Stop touching it. Do you want them too?
It's intriguing.
You're gonna have Furby minis.
Your
Remember
mom has
those?
Furby minis.
My mom has a lot of things. She's a very venturous woman.
Yeah, well, you know, I can't
I
argue
wish
with that.
Jason's mom was a venturous woman.
Oh.
She
How do we
is.
know
You
she
just have
isn't?
to know how to get her that way.
How's it going, Jason?
Rope?
Hey, hey.
I'm not drunk.
I'm awesome.
You almost slapped my girlfriend's mom in the ass.
I almost punched her in the ass,
Yes.
actually.
'Cause
I
you-
was
You
That
mistook,
was awesome.
you mistook a grandmother who's a foot and a half shorter than me for me. You are not sober.
You know what, dude? You guys, you're all in uniform.
Dude, she's this tall and has blonde hair.
Alright. Well, to be fair, I didn't expect your girlfriend to slap her mom's ass. That's what kind of misled me.
Touche, but that's still, like, entirely not the same person.
You're entirely right.
Oh, I'd like to also point out that Jeff is wearing the same boxers and the same undershirt that he wore in yesterday's video.
Dude, fuck you. Not everyone has the, opportunity to change every 24 hours.
Dude, I changed my clothes on
What?
at work.
It's like the roaming gnome, except everyone hates him more.
It's a Furby. How could you not despise it, like, to its very core?
Okay, so for tonight's post, everyone described the Furby we all know you had.
Dead in the microwave?
Kevin?
I threw it out of my second floor window. It wasn't mine, it was my sister's, but it wouldn't shut up during the middle of the night, and my sister would have conversations with it.
Okay, Aaron?
Mine was thrown on the floor by Kevin, like 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
Fucker.
speaking of us describing things we have, yeah, before we turned the webcam on, we were comparing pubic hair and nut hair.
Mm.
So
Did
I
Jeff win
wasn't.
for the nut hair?
Jeff wins for the nut hair.
Yes.
I don't think that's a compliment though.
Quantity over quality.
That's not cool.
That's not cool.
If I weren't such a nice guy, I would break this over your head.
You're not a nice guy. Okay, so my Furby actually met its end after being forgotten in a cupboard for about 8 years, and then it awoken from its slumber to perform a horrifying speech before dying and before my eyes.
Almost.
What did it say?
Oh, it tried to speak Furby talk, but since it had been in a cupboard for 8 years, surprisingly the batteries were still fresh enough for it to go, "You can't do dead." And I just looked at it, threw it back in the cupboard, and locked the door. It's probably still there, actually, in my basement.
Go find it tonight.
Oh. I don't want to find it.
Next post, Kevin's attacked by Furby.
He bears the mark of the beast. Every night at the full moon, he turns into a Furby.
That sucks.
Remember when people used to think Furbies were Japanese, like, spy cams that would spy on people and give information to the Japanese?
No.
Uh-uh.
How am I the only one that heard of that?
I
But
think
you're
you're the
the
only
one that
person who
thought
thought
that.
of it, yeah.
No, I didn't
Touche,
think of that.
sir.
Right on.
I'm pretty sure if you look it up, you'll find the articles that I read at the dentist office.
What are you guys gonna do with your tax refund money?
I'm gonna refund myself for the purchase of my snowmobile.
No, really, that's actually
Yeah.
a good idea.
The Jeep Intrepid rides again!
You're an asshole. Go for it, Jeff. Whatever you're gonna do it. I'm just gonna throw out there the next punishment that's going to happen is someone will have to wear a condom on their head and just like do their post, but like have a condom hat. No reference to it at all. Just like
Yeah, they can't reference it at all. But following that up, I also came up with a good punishment. In your next post, you have to speak through the entire post as if you were the scientist from Back to the Future. Great Scott! What's that?
Okay.
Pretty much that. The entire post.
So I'm never gonna get punished then.
I have a question, and this probably only has one answer, but I'm gonna have Greg answer last on this one.
Okay.
Lars, what music do you listen to?
Are you asking us what we think Lars?
Yeah, you guys.
That doesn't apply to us.
Lars, answer that right now.
I just farted.
I'm gonna go with what music Lars listens to.
Yeah, what do you
Classy, awesome shit.
I'm gonna go with Tuba Spectacular.
Greg, what kind of music does Lars actually listen to?
I feel like to get an actual answer from you.
Classic rock and country.
I need that answer.
Ah! Oh. You didn't get my nuts. You just smacked the tip of the penis. Oh, I never answered the video game question.
And you never,
Yeah,
you never
that's
answered or
what-
asked a question.
dude.
Yeah,
Do it all now.
You
Yeah.
dropped the question ball.
I'm sorry about the question ball. Shit.
I remember the first time I dropped some balls.
Yeah.
I was like 8.
Anywho, I love video games so much. I really can't pick like a single favorite, but like, because I never end up with a video game that I can play forever because I always get bored of everything. Even like solitaire, like games that you cannot get bored of. Like,
I do have one that is my answer, and I will never be bored of.
which one?
The Pokemon series.
Pokemon.
And I'm not talking about like Pokemon Pinball and shit like that. I'm talking about like red,
No, like,
blue,
I-
yellow,
yeah, I
the
understand.
solid color
The
or
real
and or
ones,
gem
yeah.
crystal series. You have 493 different monsters to train. You have an infinite way to train each one.
Yeah.
It's a never-ending game. Like
Yeah,
technically, you can end it.
Yeah, well, I understand that like a never-ending game is awesome, but like Mass Effect 2 is what I'm playing right now. Oh
Yeah.
my god, it is so good, but there's so much shit you can do. Like, I'm getting bored of shit. I'm just like, damn it, I want to finish the game and finish the story. Like, I love games so much. Like Deus Ex was one of the greatest games ever made. Unreal Tournament Classic VT99 is probably the closest I could ever come to a game I will never be bored of. But like, there's so many games that I'm just absolutely in love with.
Oh my!
I can't pick a favorite. What genre of movie is like the most satisfying,
Porn.
aside from porn?
It's definitely the most satisfying.
I'm trying to get Mary Beth to watch porn, and I'm just gonna.
The best
leave
way
it
is
on.
to be like, hey, Mary Beth, come into the room. And she's like, what? And you're like, vagina. Okay, so I have to
Yeah.
answer honestly romantic comedies.
Really?
I'm gonna
No.
say thriller for one movie, and that's The Usual Suspects. Usual Suspects.
I'm actually going to have to say comedy is the best genre because everyone can get into comedy. It's like the slutty chick at the party.
Yeah, except you don't have to worry about getting chlamydia afterwards.
Okay, so now for my question. Okay, I'm trying to think of how to word this, but I'm just going to go for it.
That's what she
Mr.
said.
Patton or Mr. Messina?
Oh,
Mr. Messina.
Steve Messina.
Steve
By
Messina
far.
endlessly,
Oh my god.
all day long, and his wife all
Oh.
night long.
Mr. Patton let me talk down to women because we were doing a thing on women's rights. How can you beat that?
I slapped Steve Messina in the
By
face.
slapping the person in the face.
Mr. Patton let me tell Cynthia Lynch to go make me a sandwich and gave me an 8 for it because it was part of our class.
Steve Messina told Kayleen Barsdorf to, quote, shut up, radio.
I'm still going with
I
Mr.
love
Patton.
you,
You can't
Steve
change
Messina.
that. You can't change that.
I believe it's time for me to leave.
It's time for
because-
Aaron's turn to
oh,
answer
yeah.
first.
Yeah. Oh, Besnoff, you answer. And then
Patton or
put my
Messina?
Pants back on.
Nate Besnoff.
There's a bear, growl, growl.
Guest appearance.
Guess
Guest
appearance.
appearance.
Mr. Parent.
Come
Mr.
here.
Parent.
Come here.
Mr. Parent.
Come here.
Oh, Nate Besnoff.
Mr. Parent. Mr. Parent.
You don't have to take your pants off. Just,
Wait,
dude,
no,
you
no,
don't have
no,
to take
no.
your pants
No,
off.
wait.
Just come in.
Just come in, man.
Is your
get to be
lady
a
friend still
YouTube
here?
celeb.
No, she went home.
Oh, too bad
Just
you're
come
not
on
here.
in, man.
I'm over here.
You're so close.
It smells awkward.
Come over here.
No, you're gonna like pants smear.
Oh my god, I do not want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Help.
What don't we want to see?
Alright,
No.
Dutch
I
right.
don't want to see.
I can't breathe right. Oh, God. me. I love you.
You are wearing underwear.
Hey, you mean my
Guys, you're
adopted
not believing
son?
lampshades.
What?
I do not believe in lampshades. Thank you for bringing it up. Not a fan. Why would I want to impede the efficiency of lamps
So
with
you
shades?
don't go blind.
That's like you put
He
shades
masturbates
over
every
windows.
night. He's not gonna go blind from the lampshade.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it is time for us to end this video.
No, it's time for you
It
to leave.
just like-
Kind of is
Well,
time for us to do both
Yeah.
of those.
Okay.
All right,
You wanna
guys.
see
I thought guys
I'm
were
not
just
doing the
gonna do
salute.
that.
Let's
We're-
do the
no. Fuck you.
Yay,
no,
salute
no
again.
gay salute again.
Come on.
No.
I'm saluting from my balls.
Are we telling them
Yes.
what we made out?
Ball salutes.
3, 2, 1.
Ball